Leo, welcome to your Lughnasadh reading. So Lughnasadh happens in Leo season. It's the perfect time because it is named for the Celtic sun god Lugh and for his foster mother Nas, who was the energy of the earth or representational of sovereignty and the earth, and who died and exhausted herself by bringing bounty to the earth. So this is a festival to celebrate the gifts of the earth, of harvest, but it also has that sunny energy to it, which is really lovely and really beautiful. So we are going to take a look at your messages, what's going on for you. These have been fairly spiritual messages, but they can sometimes get into situations that will affect you spiritually in your life. In the period from now until Autumn Equinox, potentially to Samhain, to winter solstice, or beyond. So we're usually looking at Sabbath to Sabbath. These are cycles that you're working through, lessons that you're working through. And we'll find out more from the cards. So let's see. What messages do we have for Leo, for Lughnasadh? Okay, we're going to start here. We have Montseeker, the Tower. The Tower. This is a Tower season for you, Leo. This means endings. Anything that wasn't built on a strong foundation crumbles. You may feel under attack. There's a warning here not to slip into victim mentality. Always with the Tower, it's important that you recognize when to abandon ship. So there may be situations that come up where you're feeling like you're under attack, and it's because you haven't let go of something that needs to be gone. That's not for you anymore. Okay, let's take a look at what this might be. Any other messages for Leo? The Two of Shields. Okay, I was getting something here that you're hoping for this. Okay, so there's something that you're juggling in your life. This could be a couple of jobs. This could be a couple of homes, even situations where you feel like you're pulled in different directions, but that you're also juggling. This is a card of juggling. Also with the Two of Shields, maybe that there's, you're not quite sure where a threat is coming from. Okay, so maybe you're here at this tower and you're like, I can feel that things are falling apart, or there's something that is threatening my safety, there's something that is threatening my stability, but I don't know what it is because it seems to be coming in different directions. I think it's my work, but it could also be my relationship, and it could be that it's both. But I don't think that it's important that you know why or where it's coming from, because you gotta let it fall. All right. Leo is the least popular on my channel. So whoever is here, I'm so grateful for you. I love Leo energy. My chart is Leo dominant. I don't have prominent Leo, but I'm Leo dominant. That's not true. My Mercury and my Mars are in Leo. But anyway, I resonate with Leo energy, but maybe Leos don't like tarot readings or aren't drawn to my channel. I don't know. Anywho, moving on. I wanted to say I'm grateful for you if you're here. All right, so we have the Ace of Love, and it did come up reversed. I don't really read reversals in this deck, though. The Ace of Love is a card of, first and foremost, self-love, but it's also overflowing with love. So it's like new love. It's, when you just feel like you're going to explode with love. Yeah, there's like It's almost more than you can handle. And because there may have been a drought in your life, that's what I'm getting. There may have been a drought, like a love drought, or a period where you were feeling like really low on yourself, or like, you know, or you felt like other people were being really hard on yourself. Again, there's like this strong victim energy that you're being warned against. If you are feeling like a victim of someone, take a step back. See if you can take a step back and look at it from a place of love. Okay, try and look at someone or something or yourself from a place of love. Okay, and we have Raymond de... Oh, my French accent is so terrible, I don't even want to, you guys. It's the Emperor energy. It's the Emperor card. It's not in this deck, but it is. So this is a very conquering energy. I'm going to clarify that. You have the Eight of Love at the center. There's so many reflective energies through and cards through the readings, and the Ten of Love. Wow. Okay. It's hard for me not to feel like this is a love reading for you, Leo. I feel like you've been drawn between two options, or you've been juggling two different options. This could be also rooted in where you are going to live, okay? I'm feeling like there's a connection there too. So if you are, let's say, one person lives in this one place and another person lives in this other place, and whoever you end up with changes where you live. That could be tied into this romantic situation. So what I see coming in for you in this cycle is absolutely fantastic, okay? I see that you come into this energy of empowering yourself, okay? So where you used to give other people this power, you're stepping into your leadership energy, and there is no one that is a better leader than Leo. No one else is here, right? We can speak between ourselves. No one is a better leader than Leo, because you embody this energy of like, it's like not top-down leadership necessarily, but more like unilateral. But the, you know, Leo leaders don't like when people abuse their trust. So there's a lot of trust. There's a lot of like self-management. It's kind of like putting people in positions where they're going to flourish and then letting them do that. Right? And then it's just like a self-running thing. And then people kind of check in with you with where to go. But when someone messes with that, it really tears you up. So there could be a direct correlation here where maybe you had a power struggle with someone that you were wanting to have a relationship with, or a power struggle with someone in your job, or whatever the situation is for you. Okay, so then you're kind of left in this place of feeling maybe a little bit removed. This could indicate a distance, especially because it's clarified by the Eight of Love, which is walking away from something that someone that you care about. Okay, so you moved away from something that you care about. You moved away from juggling these two energies. So this could be, you know, you didn't choose, you just walked away. Okay, so you had two different options and you just kind of didn't. I don't know how you did that, but you just kind of didn't. And then what we move toward is self-love. So maybe you walked away in order to find more love, in order to refill that quantity of love. You needed time to recover from this destruction. But this destruction leads to love. Okay, so if this hasn't happened yet, if this is what's going to happen in the future, this tower falling, know that it leads to beautiful things. Because what I have to clarify, the Ace of Love, is the Ten of Love. You go from 0 to hero in one fell swoop, in true Leo mode. Okay, so there's this struggle, this moving away, and then a returning. And not only do you return, you return to the 10. So more emotional fulfillment, like because you left something that you loved. So you already loved this person or this thing. And you come back to it and it's bountiful. Exalted. It feels like celebration. It feels like you want to celebrate this. It feels like, I made this reference before, and I don't know if this dates me, but there was like Tom Cruise on Oprah's couch about Katie Holmes. Like, it's that. It's like, heck yes, but we're going to keep clarifying messages for Leo. I do feel like this tower happened in the past, and I feel like you are currently in kind of repair mode. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. The parfait. This is the perfect, I believe is the translation. Something is being created for you in this cycle, Leo. Something that you have been dreaming of, that you've been wanting. And for me, this is very much rooted. If it's not love, I'd be surprised, because we have the Ace of Love and we have the Ace of Wisdom. Okay, we have this like high note of clarity. This feels like a sacred love. So maybe you're falling in love with something that is sacred. Maybe you're falling in love with a new way of thinking. Maybe you find some new ideas. But this 10 starts a new cycle for you emotionally. And in that new cycle, you're able to bring in the perfect. You're able to work with your personal power. You have the Emperor energy here. You have the perfect clarifying the Emperor energy. So the Emperor is working with the Magician. With all of his power and with all of his tools, he's able to create the life he wants. But he had to let go of playing the victim, actually. Of playing the victim. And this balancing act that you let go of, that you just walked away from, it leads to the Eight of Swords. So there's some kind of repair. So I'm like, yay, everything, but let's just talk about this for a second, okay? So there's some kind of repair that will be needed. There's wounding from walking away, okay? So if you, so let's say you were choosing between two people. This is what I'm getting here. Or you're balancing between two jobs, to something. Both were suffering, so you walked away. You were like, everybody in this situation is suffering. I'm going to walk away. It doesn't really entirely feel like triangulation. It's not a 3, but there is that feeling of like choice, of like, maybe it's between yourself and another person. So maybe you chose yourself over that other person, or you chose yourself to come into this place of self-love, to find love for yourself before choosing that person. But that person was wounded. Okay, that person, there's some unhealth in that relationship. So while you are returning, yes, to this 10 of Cups, the love and fulfillment and happiness, and I feel like this is a relationship, but the situation that feels really is the beginning of where you've been heading, okay? What you've been aiming for. We still have, because of this walking away, we still have this wounding. Wounded pride, I'm hearing. There may be something here I'm hearing about unaligned, like it feels like maybe you come back to this person, if this is a person, or you come back to this situation, you're like, yes, I'm ready for you now, I'm here, like, I see you, I love you, whatever. And this person is like, okay, but like, ouch, I'm hurting. Like, our ideas don't match. Like, how could you... I feel like you speak different languages, maybe. Or there's a need to kind of... There's a need to kind of communicate to the point of coming to clarity. Where you're both on the same page. You're both on the same page. But I do see that as an outcome here. That you come to this wisdom. You come to this place of being on the same page. I'm going to get some oracle cards to clarify, to deepen the reading. I hope you're enjoying this. Did I already tell you to leave a comment? Please do. I'd like to hear from you. Ooh. The hand of fate, forces beyond your control intervene. This is like aligned with the Tower. So something about this situation is very much fated. I mean, the fact that you go from the Ace of Cups to the Ten of Cups, and you've got the Ace of Wisdom here, and the Perfect, and the Emperor, the Tower, everything, all of this, yes, fate. Okay, so maybe there is some part of this where you will need to heal some wounds. So it's not just the other person, but it's you that will need to heal some wounds. Wounds that were created, interestingly enough, by fate. There isn't really anyone to blame in this situation. You had to walk away because you needed to love yourself, which is fair. That's healthy, right? But it's also fair that someone would be wounded by that if you weren't able to properly, if you weren't speaking the same language, or if you weren't on the same page. But when you're in your power, when you're aligned with the perfect, when you're aligned with the flow, you're going to be able to communicate and get on the same page, right? Okay. What else for Leo? The Knight. Triumph over adversity. Yeah. So at the end of all of this, you are going to triumph. The Knight also comes in with action. So I feel like action is a very important component to this. So while there is also, there's this kind of like, the 8 here is a bit of a struggle with communication. It seems like action is key for this triumph. So not just speaking a truth, but enacting a truth, or acting that truth. And then the Chimera. Imagination clouds your judgment. This could, okay, so with the 8 of Swords here, for sure, it's what you both imagine happened. Okay? It's what you both imagine happened. You know your story. They know their story. If this isn't a relationship, maybe you're not even watching anymore. But this is like, yeah, there were 2 sides of a situation that are going to come into agreement. But they have to come into agreement through clear communication and action, because imagination and that sort of like floaty energy that's really influenced by emotions is not going to serve this connection, okay? This is not a situation where you're just going to navigate it with your third eye and your intuition. A lot of readings tell you to do that, but I'm not telling that to you here. This is about clear, concise communication and action, okay? Showing through action how you feel. That this situation is the Ten of Cups. That you've got all this intention of a happy, emotionally fulfilling new beginning. And part of that is stepping into your personal power and to taking the lead. Okay? So that's what I have for you, Leo. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, subscribe, whatever. If you want to book a personal reading, my information is in the description box below, and we'll see you soon.